Today, I'm just going to talk about something interesting to me and something I've been willing to talk about in some time now. And this is about the man I love to call Mr. Sowore, Omoyele Sowore. This is a man I have great respect for, and for some time I've been following him, his activities with Sahara reporters. He's doing a very, very good job, and he must be commended. As I'm speaking right now, I'm watching a conversation that is ensuing between Mayegun and Sowore on Mayegun's Diary Political Live. I assume this was posted or published between 30th of September and October the 1st of 2020. It should be recent. So the conversation has been interesting, but I wanted to make a quick analysis of what they said so far. I've been following Sowore for some time, so I understand some of his ideologies, many of which I bought into, especially because he was once not a politician. Kò kí ń ṣe politician gbà yẹn. He was just merely an activist and a reporter with Sahara reporters, and doing his thing is good. But I believe very strongly that the realms of politics is a slippery slope, especially for activists. Because in Nigeria, we have lots and lots of politicians who are in office right now who started their political careers as activists. But that's by the way. I commend his struggle, that is Mr. Sowore, and his antecedent, if I may use that word, because Akuniemi Yorùbá làwa ń sọ, tipátipá la fi ń sóyìnbó. Tóyìnbó bá sú wa, á tún gbé broken English sẹ́nu, á tún máa sọ pé, you dey hear me so? So I don't dey follow you for as the matter dey go. Now when you start your political career, yeah, that was when things started rolling. But I have some very vital contradictions that maybe in one of his speeches, I love listening to Mr. Sowore, as a matter of fact. Maybe he can provide some answers to my curiosity. Yeah, of course. At some point, the IPOP members, Biafrans to be realistic, showed displeasure to your one Nigerian agitation, which of course many people had reasons to believe that you were instrumental to bringing in President Buhari. Fine. One of my contradictions is the same contradiction that I had with the so-called 1960 independence. In 1960, while with the the founding fathers, as they call them, signed a document of independence to be independent from Nigeria of the British that created Nigeria. But why do they have to be together? Why do they agree to continue the amalgamation? Is my question, and it's contradictory, I believe. You knew that you were fraudulently amalgamated together. Why did you not contest that singular actions? Why did you forget and you proceeded to seek independence based on that fraudulent, if I may say, document? That's number one. So it brings us down to 1999 when after the Bashir MK Abiola incident, I saw you in the video, Mr. Sowore, and I saw all the role you played at that time, and it's to be commended so much. But I have a question. Why is it that you guys agreed for the civilian government to come back based on the military constitution that was redesigned as the 1999 constitution? That's another contradiction. And it brings me to the third last contradiction, which is that why will a Yoruba man, an Akun man to be precise, prefer to be in Nigeria? As a matter of fact, Nigeria is 60 years old, but Akun land is nothing less than 2,000 years old, man. So it is self-defamatory to prefer a fraudulent amalgamation to your natural ancestral roots. Of course, that is a contradiction, and my own view in this matter, and the not liking to affiliate directly with the Oduduwa movement seems like political, if I may say, because at the end of the day, you are an Akun man. Yeah, and I need to correct the impression that you have, sir, about the Akun, that is Yoruba. People call us Yoruba, but we've been something before they call us Yoruba, so I prefer to use the Akun name. It is not a very good conclusion to have, sir, that all the Yoruba people are complicit or hate your movement. Not at all, and you know that too. And I commend you for that, because you're working with them now. Yeah, but it is not a very good conclusion to have in saying that if Oduduwa was realized, that the same crop of leaders will be leading there, and that is quite not correct, sir, because I could assure you that if we have the opportunity to restore our homeland, there is going to be something called a jointly agreed on constitution and the rule of law. It is not about being Yoruba, because in Yoruba, on our Odua land, there will be Igbos, there will be houses, there will be all sorts of people living there. So why would you build a nation purely based on cultural practices? No, but the culture and the land is related, so there is nothing wrong in respecting the culture of the place. The 60 years of independence, who has it benefited? That's rhetoric, because I know they are your enemies, the Nigerian elites. So the Nigerian elites are your enemies, and it is the faction of Akun elites that are your enemy. I assure you, it's not the common Akun guy living somewhere in Ogbomoso seeking to go to school. But the situation, the case, is that on his farm there could be marauding cattle, and the clash which might have led to his demise. So the case of Akun this, Akun that, Odua this, no, because there is no way we would allow once again to have the crop of leaders that we have in Akun land. Yeah, and they were successful in their making sure that their subservient ones in the Akun people refused. One could jáde lọ ṣe protest the first shit, which is a personal decision. I don't protest myself because I believe in working, intellectual warfare, social engineering, because even when it comes to protest, you can only protest to a government that cares about you. You can only protest to a constitution that recognizes you. You are not recognized adequately in the 1999 constitution, because just like the amalgamation document, I don't think an Elijah man was represented when it was signed. So why would you have in Nigeria where few people developed a constitution from a formal unitary constitution and they gave it to you and you accepted it? Well, as a matter of fact, everybody knows that Nigeria was an experiment, a political experiment of Britain, and it's high time. Nigeria doesn't have to stop, evaporate out of existence, but what it has to do is that they have to allow us to carve out the beautiful place that is called Akun land, and they can have the rest, and we and the Biafras as well, because they are ready as well. And the Middle Belt, if they are ready, so be. But if they are not, then we will have to help them later. But now we have to help ourselves. People are dying, man. So the compromise has to be that the Revolution Now movement, the Biafra and the Oduduwa movement must work together. In as much as if Mr. Sowore gets his kind of Nigeria, which is very, very doubtful with the elite, that he has to fight in 3 places. He has to fight the one in Akun land, he has to fight the one in Biafra land, he has to fight the one in Kwara land. Yeah, we don't know about the ones in Fulani land, as a matter of fact, because they can rule themselves the way they have to. That is their right, as a matter of fact, you know. So, but coming down here, no. Yeah, Nigeria can continue to exist outside of Akun land and Biafra. So there will be no problem. Nigeria won't be wiped out of existence. It's only that he had to let territories that he had fraudulently collected to go. So this is my message, sir, Mr. Sowore. I continue to follow you, and I'm very, very unhappy about your unjustified detention and all your sacrifices for the whole of Nigeria and for Pan-Africanism. Of course, our father, Fela, is a Pan-Africanist, and this was the mistakes that our fathers made. Chief Awolowo, and they believed in Pan-Africanism to the extent that they forgot that it's families and communities that build a nation. You cannot have a united Africa if there is no united Akun land. You cannot have a united Africa if there is no united Biafra land. So the best thing and the wise thing for anybody to do is to take care of their home, so that you will form a formidable force to bring in Pan-Africanism. But if you think you can get it all at once, then you'll be lying a lot. You will have to fight Nigerian elites who don't want your own form of government. They don't want the reform because they are benefiting from it. We were all trained to benefit from it. We go to school to benefit from it. How can you blame them for benefiting from the system that made them? You are fighting against the system that made them, and they will fight you. The system is the problem. It is not the people. I'm telling you, the United States is a conglomeration of people, and everybody is living together as they can in the peace that they can have. So, if you have the rule of law, everybody can practice their religion, their culture without clashes, then you have a nation at this time, which of course, tell me which nation in the world is perfect. Even the United States that we're living in, does it not have its own problems? So if you form Odua land, you will still have problems there, but it's just that the problem will be minimal because we can hear each other's language. I do not understand the Fulani language or the Hausa language. I do not understand the logic by which they conduct rulership, of course, but it looks feudal and Quranistic, you know? Yeah, there was once when Bible was the instrument of rulership. That's the Latin Bible, as a matter of fact. Where is it today? What nation can you join yourself together with that is willing to rule themselves with Quran, where there will be people who don't believe in Quran there? So this is the reason why we don't believe in Nigeria anymore. Yeah, don't worry about. We invite you, please join the Akum movement, the Orile Odua movement. Yes, let's work together. But if you get your kind of Nigeria before us, please assure us that you allow us to go whenever we want, as effective immediately as soon as you get it, because we don't even want to be with that 60-year-old bad machinery. It's injuring people, it's killing people, and the people who created it, they know about it. Look at the kind of broadcasters they're giving now on BBC. They invited a Igbo chief who was talking about how the youths are complicit, they are docile, that he was fighting in the time of Nnamdi Azikiwe, which means that BBC is letting you understand that you, Akun youths, you are docile. You need to get up because you're in the hands of people who are going to snuff out your life in a matter of time. I don't mean to be that way, but it's a matter of urgency and importance, Mr. Sowore, because this is still about it. I think I paused the show with Mayegun. I'll go back there to finish the show. But sir, just reason on this thing, with all deep respect, sir, I tender my grievances because I've been following you and I still believe you even to today. I know you have a vision, you're intelligent. No one would listen to your speeches and not get a fact in it. But I don't want you to quickly be swayed by bias in thinking that the only possible way is that Akon land will not be able to get good leaders. I don't think it's right. We don't know. Maybe you can be the leader in Odua Republic because you're Yoruba. Of course, we need people like you as well. We have people like you also yet in Akon land that produced you. So, if you do not want to be, there will be people that will also rise like you and take up leadership. Don't worry about our own elites. They're our brothers. We hear our own languages and we see each other. Yeah, even though we are not talking so much about their names, but we all know them, they're in the news. So why mention what is already obvious, sir? So bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn, ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin Yorùbá títí mi ìsìn yìí tí mo sọ̀rọ̀ tán yìí, títí àwọn olóyìnbó òun ló ṣe mí mo fi ní kí n sọ bẹ́ẹ̀, and my pidgin them no verse. Now as it be so, now it made me talk like that. So maybe they follow ourselves, they understand, because these elite people, they've been believed say they hear Oyinbo. The Oyinbo where they put inside their mouths. They use spoon, put that inside their mouth. They can't be like saying na dem be Oyibo gongo. I beg, Yoruba language is good though, Akun language. Make una wey be Yoruba, where they hear me so. When you know even sabi speak your own Akun language, may you go learn am. Forget this English when you get. Well, the British don't do on a good. They don't give you the Latin script where they use right. You know, don't thank God say they don't give you the Arabic script. If na Arabic they use right your Yoruba language, you don't know say on all of una go be Islamists now. You don't know. So thank you very much for listening to me. That is this edition of Jaajoba Uncut. I'll see you next time. Bye.